Assalamu alaikum. This is lesson 23 of Quran subject matter, and the topic is the human ear, a gateway to knowledge. We are reminded in Surah Yunus, chapter 10, verse 31. Say, who is it that sustains you from the sky and from the earth? Or who is it that has power over hearing and sight? The ears are among the most profound gifts given to us by our Rabb. Long before the discovery of wireless, the ears knew all that was to be known about reception of sound waves. Inside the ear, fine hairs and a sticky wax prevent harmful insects, dust, etc. from getting in. Across the inner end of the funnel, there is a tightly stretched membrane, the eardrum, which vibrates like a drum when sound waves strike it. By the study of the structure of the ear and how it operates, we observed many astonishing facts. They are: for quiet sounds, the auditory canal doubles the energy in the sound waves by focusing them against the eardrum or the tympanic membrane. The sound is further amplified by the three bones, which are the hammer, anvil, and stirrup, and also by the oval windows. This makes it easier for us to detect low sounds. However, the same process for loud sounds will be harmful. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has structured the ear to handle loud sounds differently. Intense sounds are cut down by the change of the angle between the stirrup and oval window. Also, our gracious Creator has placed another muscle to stiffen the eardrum so that it is less responsive to loud noises. Together with the brain, our Rabb has made it possible that the ear is able to judge the direction and approximate distance of sound. The speed at which our Rabb has made sound to be picked up by the ear, vibrated through the eardrum, the three bones in the middle ear, the oval window, then through the thousands of hair cells attached to the cochlea, then to the auditory nerve to the brain, and finally interpreted as what type of sound it is all part of the miracle that baffles even the worldly wise. We cannot understand how all this is done in a fraction of a second and continuously. The eustachian tube, which leads to the nose and the throat, has been placed for a definite purpose. It is there to balance air pressure on both sides of the eardrum. Otherwise, the latter would collapse. The organs of hearing and sight are means of acquiring knowledge and wisdom. We are able to appreciate the joys of life through these wonderful organs. We hear the wind in the trees, the tides of the oceans, the laughter or cry of a baby, a bird chirping in the early hours of the morning, and numerous other sounds. What about the rhythmic chant of the Holy Quran, which moves a person to tears and ecstasy? Learning can be most difficult for one who cannot hear. We should value our faculty of hearing to the point where we offer praise and thanks to our Rabb. How else may we show appreciation? We can do so by learning to take proper care of the ears by keeping them clean. Ears are also meant to distinguish good from evil. Be in the company of the good and listen to that which is healthy for our moral growth. Now listen to the noble Quran in Surah Al-Asr, chapter 17, verse 36. And pursue not that of which you have no knowledge, for every act of hearing, or of seeing, or of feeling in the heart will be inquired into on the day of reckoning. Our beloved Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam warned that backbiting does not only make the speaker the sinner, the listener also becomes the sinner. In numerous other passages, the Holy Quran advises us to avoid the company of those who engage themselves in vain discussions. Remember, the exercise in futility serves as a means of keeping a person from doing that which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala expects of us. Is it not much more productive to use our ears in accordance to what is approved by our Rabb? To listen to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's word, to lend an ear to our Nabi's statements, and to pay attention to what the learned and the pious folk have to say, are among the acts that please our Maker. This brings us to the end of lesson 23 of Quran subject matter. Jazakallah.